Hello, hi there, welcome back. Today we are talking about beauty basics, specifically eyeshadow, because I want to help you feel comfortable and confident with your makeup. So first, eyeshadow. What is it? What is eyeshadow? What? Why? What is it? Eyeshadow is a pigmented powder that is going to help us define and even create the eye shape that we want. It's going to help us express some personality, and it can be used for everything from like soft natural looks to fully dramatic looks. This is probably one of the areas of our face, of our makeup routine, where you have like the most flexibility, the most color options to like express whatever feeling you'd like that day. It's important because it's going to even out the tone of your eye. You know, you might need some coverage there for veins or anything. Like I have veins myself. It can like deflect light away from fine lines and wrinkles. We're going to be talking about contouring more in depth in another video, but eyeshadow allows you to really contour your eye and create the eye shape that you want to, you know, draw attention to the eyes, maybe make the eyes look bigger. You know, we associate larger eyes with youth. You know, think puppies, kittens, babies, cartoons, Disney princesses. You know, large eyes is just like, oh, that's adorable. So we can do that and help do that with our eyeshadow by contouring to give the illusion of larger eyes, more round eyes. Or you can change the shape to be like the current trends. There's a lot of like foxy, cat, snatched is a word that keeps coming up, right? And this is beauty basics. I want to break it down. I want to give you the information that you need. If we don't cover it here, I can certainly do another video on it. So leave me some comments and some feedback below so that I can make the content that you're looking for. But I do want to break it down. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind is that there is no right and there is no wrong, okay? It's just you can create the shape that you want. So if you have a vision in your mind of the ideal eye shape that you would like to create or how you can accentuate the eyes that you already have, we can definitely work together to make that happen. Now, of course, you're not sitting here in front of me. I have to go off of my eyes and what my vision is and what my eye shape is. So you might have to adapt this. I have hooded eyes. I have a big fold and a big hood and a big crease there. So if you have hooded eyes, this might appeal to you maybe a little bit more, but generally the tips and the tricks are going to be the same. So I've already put an eye base on my eye. That's going to help with pigmentation. It's going to prevent creasing and just keep the eyeshadow in its place all day. Using the Boss Babe palette, which I love for my skin tone. It has a lovely 10 eyeshadows in here. We're just going to use some neutrals. Maybe we'll dabble in some color, but I'll show you generally of where you can place based on your eye shape. Now this could be different for any and all eye shapes. I don't have your eyes in front of me. I only have my eyes. So take this information and use it to apply it to what the look is you're trying to achieve or your general eye shape. We're going to be talking a little bit about contouring our eyes, and what that means is contouring is shadows. So like we're deepening deeper, darker shadow shades. That's going to push things back, and lighter shades are going to bring things forward. So I have a crease in my eye. You can see where my eye socket is and where my eye naturally like contours and gets pushed back. I'm not going to fight that today. I'm going to go with the general contour that my eye already has. Actually, if you just use like a clean brush, you can just literally feel where your eye socket is. You can like push your that looks so fucking weird. I'm so sorry. You can push the brush up and in around your eyeball and like feel where your socket is. Okay. And like that's where your natural contour is. All right. I'm sorry if that creeped you out, but it's a good exercise to know your own personal eye shape. And you can feel that as you're going through the application process. So I'm going to start with a kind of like lighter transitioning color. We're going to be blending, we're going to be building, but it's best to work from light to dark. So I like to start with the creased area, and I'm just going to use like this kind of a lighter brown. This is Profit for Boss Babe. And I just put some on the brush there. And then focusing on like the outer corner, just going to start to bring that in to like where my crease is, right? Like pushing my brush in to where it is. All right, where that socket is. I'm just going to bring it like halfway. It's actually above the fold. Do you see that? And that's what we want. We want to be able to, or at least for this look, whatever, I want to be able to see that transition crease look while my eyes are open, which I have hooded eyes. So naturally you would think that you would go like, oh, where the crease is. If that's where the crease is, then that's where my crease color should be. But I have deeply hooded eyes. So if I put the color where the crease is, when I open my eyes, that color disappears. So I want to place it like at the crease of my eye socket, not the crease of my eyelid. And I'm going to take my eye blender brush. This is like nice and, fluffy. It's like circular. It's the same shape all the way around. And I just like to kind of buff that out a little bit. Now using a circular eye detail brush, it's a bit more denser. So a dense brush is going to like pick up lots of product and give you highly pigmented like dabs of, product onto the lid. Whereas like a fluffier brush is going to blend and kind of pick the product up. Okay, so we want to put it down, pick things up and put them down. So using the Boss Babe palette, let's go in with a bit of a deeper crease color. Let's go in with Daring. And I'm kind of just going to go on top of what I already did. Focusing on the outer corner. Bringing it in a bit. Bringing it down a bit. I'm not going as far into the center on the upper or lower, but following the line that we already did, but keeping it concentrated in that corner, maybe bringing it on the eyelid a little bit. And then as I start to run out of product on the brush, and there's less product, I might start to draw that in, okay? Drawing it in all the way across the socket. Then I follow up with my blender brush, and I just want to focus like on the edges, right? So transitioning that onto the brow bone. If you feel like you put too much color, it was too dark, and you want to like lighten it up and soften it, the blender brush is going to be your best friend. It's going to pick up product. So use it sparingly and just around the edges, because if you go on top of what you did, it's almost going to erase your work. And we don't want to erase our work unless a mistake was made, then we can do that. And now we can bring the eyelid forward. Confident is a great little highlight shade. So if I pack that onto the brush, and let's just start right at the center. Do you see that sparkle? Right away. Boom. It's bringing all of that forward, and then you can bring it into the inner corner of the eye. You can even bring it like boom right into the inner corner. Okay, it's going to catch the light there, make you look a little bit more awake. But you can highlight underneath the brow bone if you would like. You can do this in your highlighting step, or you can do it in your eyeshadow step. Sometimes I do it in both. And you see how it just kind of lifts the outer corner of the edge of the eye? This one lifts up this way, and this like, it's like a little droopy. See, I have like a heavy lid. You can see excess skin right here catching the light that's like folding over. And it just goes right at the end. And with using eyeshadow, we kind of brought everything up towards the outer end of the eyebrow. Okay, so I look pretty uneven right now, but we're gonna go ahead and fix that. All right, there we go. So those are even. It doesn't really look like it because I have a window here, so I'm getting more light coming in, but both eyes are complete now using the same techniques. Let's also take a second to talk about the differences in eyeshadows. So we have matte eyeshadows, we have pearlized eyeshadows, we have shimmery eyeshadows, and we have glitter eyeshadows. Like, what does that mean? Like, no glitter to glitter, right? We're going matte, shimmer, pearlized, glitter. Matte, shimmer, pearlized, glitter. So matte eyeshadows might be the easiest to guess. So this is gonna give us a nice matte finish. It's gonna give you pure color with no shimmer or no metallic look, okay? It's ideal for mature eyes, and you can use them during the day or at the office. For nighttime, you might wanna pair it with a little bit of shimmer, but again, it's all personal preference. And for shimmer eyeshadows, you know, that shimmery finish is gonna offer a luminous, light reflecting hue for shading, for highlighting, and for lining the eyes. It can be applied sheer or it can be layered for a more dramatic look. The shimmer is just like a little bit of extra touch, you know, for the day or for the night or whatever you would like. Then we have pearlized. So a pearlized eyeshadow is gonna give you like that pearly finish, gonna give velvety, soft, shimmering metallic with like small flecks of glitter. Then we have like glitter pots, right? So this is like a fine glitter that's gonna add like some vavoom, some sparkle. Like if you want glitter, like you know you want glitter, and that's how you're gonna get it. And those are just some like little buzzwords that you can look for if you're shopping for eyeshadows online. You know, sometimes the swatches don't add up, and if you see that it's a shimmer or pearlized, you can kind of know where it's gonna fall on the shimmery scale. I use a variety of different brushes for completing my eye look. So these are my three favorites. The eye blender brush, that's like a circular fluffy brush. We have a wider, denser brush that I can put on, you know, wider parts of my eyes, whether it's the crease or all over the lid. And then like a detail. So this is like circular. It's the same width all the way around. And that can kind of place things in on the crease as well, or pick up for inner corner or anything else. They're very versatile. Just make sure that you're cleaning off your brushes between changing colors. You don't want to accidentally be putting like a dark brown like under your eyebrow onto the top of your brow bone. You might look a little funny, and then so I'm just trying to save you. I've done it before. That's the only reason I say, hey, watch out for that, because I've done it. These are all Motives brushes, always. And here's some of my favorite recommendations for eyeshadows. I highly recommend palettes. I really appreciate efficiency. Being able to like have 10 eyeshadows in one palette, it just makes the makeup station look cleaner. Things stay together nicer. If I'm traveling, I can take like one palette and I know that I can complete like so many different looks with it. So here are my favorites. Yes, we talked about Boss Babe. It comes in also like 4 other palettes that look just like this. I love the cardboard packaging of this. It's environmentally friendly. Another cardboard packaging that I love is this Iconic palette. Now, why do I love this one? Look at this. 8 eyeshadows, okay? 4 matte and 4 glimmer. But there's more. Dun dun dun, it unfolds, and then you get a blush, a bronzer, and 4 little lip glosses. But when you talk about like a travel powerhouse, this is it, baby. Carry-on only. I spent a week in Florida on just a carry-on, and this was like, I brought like this in foundation. So I love that one, and this is the Iconic. And then another one that I love having that I get a lot of use out of is the Element palette. Now this one was before we switched to the cardboard packaging, but you get 8 giant eyeshadow pots. Like, they last so long and they're so pigmented. And again, you get 4 matte shades. These are all like really highly used colors, right? So lighter to dark, and then shimmers as well. This video was designed with the absolute basics in mind, and kind of answering those most frequently asked questions that I get from my clients over the years and on a daily basis. If you feel that you're not 100% clear, or if you have an additional question, please feel free to leave a comment below. I will get back to you by typing a response and probably incorporate that into a future video. If this worked for you, please let me know in the comments if this was helpful, and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. This video is just one of 14 videos in my Beauty Basics series, so head to the playlist link above, right up in that corner right there, if you want some more information and educational resources so that you can feel more comfortable and confident with your makeup. Makeup is fun. Makeup is for everyone. So now it's on you. Go have some fun. Try something new. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.